what is a perk at CP that nobody but you care about?
I think everyone really appreciates the Uber Eats budget. That comes in really handy.
People really care about the Uber Eats budget. I genuinely do enjoy it. I really enjoy the work from home budget as well, which sort of like allows us to set up our entire work from home setup.
That one is going to be very subjective, but I've actually been a huge fan of the L&D budget and feel like people push it under the rug. So I just literally go on Coursera and I just enroll myself in a bunch of courses.
Having access to the Microsoft Office, because I get done a lot of work through the Microsoft package.
If you could start a podcast with anyone at CP, who would you choose and what would you name it? Tough. Oh, I would actually do one with Niran. Exploring the world with Niranjan Tampu. Niran has actually traveled a lot and I'm really interested in learning more about his travel history and the places he's visited and the experiences he had. And he's an adrenaline junkie, so he has a lot of stories to tell.
Okay, I'm just trying to make up my mind between Mandri and Vinay because I think they just know too much on too many things. I'll just put my bet on Vinay, I guess. I would probably call it How to Successfully Run Your Business for the 12th Year 101. He knows a lot about a lot of different things and I am often not able to answer his questions.
I would want to start a podcast with Durain, and the conversations we talk about, they get pretty, I would just call it Deranged Durain.
For anyone watching, this is not deranged. Durain is not deranged.
I would go with Agina. The title is Expect the Unexpected, because you never know what happened with that guy. At first I had an intro call with him and then I really thought that he's the calm and collected and very decent guy in tech, but when I met him in person, I was so wrong.
If you could invent a new holiday within CP, what would it be and why?
A detox day, and where once a month you would go one whole day without any of your communications.
One would be Happy Remote Working Day to sort of like hint how remote our team is. While we do have physical offices in certain locations, all of us work remotely and sometimes we need to take the day off, rest and spend for ourselves. So yeah,
I would say Poya days, because being a Sri Lankan, we have like 12 Poya days per year. So especially during Poya days, your family go out and your friends even organize all of these fun hangouts, and then you're missing out on that.
I think we all need a holiday like once a month where we all just meet up and just play board games. The fact that everyone is so competitive, it would be like the perfect in-person social event. I just know everyone's going to be at each other's throats, and I just love chaos. So
if you could go back in time and tell yourself one thing about CP before joining the program, what would you tell yourself and why?
It's to not take things too seriously. When I first started off, I took everything just way too seriously and I focused on getting work done. But I think one thing I missed out on was definitely just building more connections, reaching out to people as much. Just, be a little less serious, don't stress too much about things and just take them as they go.
Because all over the internet, you see all the fun people have been having and then all of the fun trips and everything. I would say to myself, this is a fun workplace.
One of the main things which is an educational budget where we can use to upskill ourselves, and I felt like I haven't utilized it effectively.
Be bold enough to take initiative and don't shy away from responsibility. You have a lot of autonomy here to sort of explore around and try things out for yourself. Don't shy away from taking risks. It's appreciated and encouraged here.
If you could describe your time at CP so far as a TV show title or a song name, which one would it be and why?
High Hopes, the song title, would be a good fit.
The first thing that comes to my mind is Modern Family, simply because how chaotic things are. If you watched Modern Family, there are very different personalities over there, and like they're just so diverse, which is the case in CP as well. We are a very diverse team.
I would say a sky full of stars because there's a lot of opportunities at CP, and we also get a lot of opportunities to explore.
If I could say, I think the biggest thing that's changed in my life is the amount of people I interact with on a day-to-day basis. And I have the perfect song in mind. It's called Over by Drake. And literally the first line in that song is, I know way too many people here that I didn't know last year.
During your time at CP so far, what was the best aha moment or epiphany you had?
I think getting thrown to the pool.
So one day I was at the co-working space with my manager Mandri, and we were discussing about life choices and how where we are and the potential in the 5-10 years of plans, future plans and everything. And during that conversation, she told something really profound. She said, while you're planning your life goes on. I think that was such a beautifully said phrase, and that just stuck with me. If I decide on something, not to think too much about it and just get going with it and make that decision.
It was one of those days that we all met up at Hatch. I actually do remember this fondly because it was a period in my life where I was doing some uni stuff, some conference stuff. So I booked a cab back home, and it was just this moment of realization on my way back. I was just listening to music. I was looking around, and I'm like, oh, wow, like this was something that I've seen in TV shows that I envisioned for myself last year, and I'm finally here. I just had a busy day at work. I met everyone, and now I'm just being driven home. It was one of those days where, everything just felt so nice. Like I was the perfect amount of tired. I was the perfect amount of happy, and I just took it all in. And as I was going home, and I felt so grateful.
I would just generalize the work trip we had. Each interaction that we had during the trip, right, with different people, speaking to different people, the bonfire parties that we had, the water rafting that we had, to little interactions that we might have had as groups, meeting people from different parts of the world, meeting colleagues that you've been speaking for like 11 months online, and you finally get to meet them in person, have those little chats, have those hugs, have those reconnecting moments. All of those are moments that I could never forget, because every day is so much fun, but like when you get to meet them in person, it's a whole different thing there.
What was the most surprising thing you learned about yourself during your time at CP?
I didn't think I was much of a people person. So for the longest time, I think ever since COVID as well, I was very introverted pretty much growing up. I didn't think of myself as being very social or having that need to hang around people. I feel like that was a shut off part in my life. But the more I came to CP, the more I interacted with people, I realized the whole, meeting people, learning new things. Oh, that's so cool, because I'm picking up new things. And one thing I've learned about myself is I'm very much a people person, and I might slightly be extroverted.
I got the opportunity to be a mentor, and it surprised me that the feedback I got was that I did a really amazing job, because I never thought myself that I would have the patience or the capacity to be a really good mentor, and it pleasantly surprised me and gave me a bit more confidence in myself to be like, hey, I can do this. I can mentor someone.
What I learned about myself is that I could multitask. I wouldn't say multitasking is something that you have to do within CP. You get to that certain point where you're working on projects within your own department, but you're also working on projects which require cross-departmental or cross-functional interaction. Like you have your daily set of tasks, but you're also given the room to sort of like take up projects by yourself and lead projects by yourself. So all of this requires you to sort of like have your feet in many places, which I think I realized about myself. I didn't know that I could do it so well.
I learned like quite a few things during my time at CP. The most interesting and the important thing is that during my rotations, I came to a realization that I can adapt to different departments and different operations really quickly.
What's something about your job about or capital placement that your family or friends would never understand?
So I get this a lot from my parents. So my mom especially, because I work from home and she's with me like throughout the entire, my office hours. I work from home. She comes in, sees what I'm doing, and all of that. So she often asks me, Dhiren, are you even working? What are you doing? You don't seem like you're working at all. Are you being paid for, just talking to your colleagues and having fun and laughing all the time? It doesn't look to me like you are working. That's because, unlike in other companies, in CP, you just have a lot of fun interaction.
You never know how hard we laugh during the end of the week catch-ups because of the things that people brings out. So yeah, my family is always like, why are you laughing? If they are out, like, why are you laughing? And stuff like that, all the jokes. I mean, sometimes the jokes are very lame, but you laugh.
Each meeting you somehow find one thing or the other to laugh about, and it's you don't feel like you're working at all, because like you work in such a team and in such a culture which makes things so much fun. You sort of like wake up on Monday mornings thinking, yay, I'm going to meet my colleagues again, I'm gonna have a lot of fun this week, which is not the case in most other companies. Like Monday mornings are for dreading work. But yeah, my mom, my parents, my family, they would never understand why I laugh so much or why I have so much fun while at work. They practically think I'm not working.
And my mom was like, you're saying that you're always at meetings, but are you doing any work? You're just having fun and you're just laughing all the time. What is this?
As brown parents are like, oh, you find people internships. Your cousin, he's looking for an internship. Can you find him an internship? I'm like, I can't just hand him an internship like that. But
Name one running inside joke that you have at CP.
It will be very tough for others to understand. But yeah, let's go with origami.
the origami incident. Yeah.
Certain few members of our team love walking their dogs on weekends.
Okay. So once this video is on, I don't know how that person's reaction would be, but yeah, walking my dog.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Join us if you want to learn more.
Could you describe your day-to-day at CP using 3 emojis?
First one I would go with is the laughter with tears. There's a lot of hilarious moment that goes around and entertainment that goes around, and it's never a boring day. There's one emoji where you show it's like a high 5, high 10 like that. There's always accomplishments to congratulate, and we are very talented that every week there's at least one major thing that we accomplish. Then I would go with the UK flag because we normally work in those hours, and I would choose that as my third emoji.
I think sparkles. The sparkles with like 3 stars sort of thing. Every day, or not every day, even if it's not every day, like my time here, like what I've been here so far, just feels a little bit like magic. And the second one would be the surfing emoji, like where there's a dude on a skateboard, surf, not a skateboard, what you call that? Surfing emoji? Surfboard, yeah, on waves, because CP is very agile and you never know what's coming your way. It's sort of like a wave on its own. Every day is a wave on its own, and you sort of like need to be agile and surf the waves. And my third emoji would be the clown face that we have. Everyone here are a bunch of jokers, man. No offense. Everyone here is a bunch of jokers, and you just have so much fun. You got to keep a serious face in meetings at times.
I would say that that rocket emoji, and then red heart, and then that celebratory emoji.
The cat with the heart eyes. I don't know what it is, but the cat with the heart eyes, I just use that all the time. I think it's a perfect blend of telling someone you like what they're doing, you like what you're seeing, and it's just silly and goofy. And I think a lot of the times it just brings out that more relaxed vibe that we have. And then this is my personal favorite. the finger pointing up. Because I ask so many questions and it's so encouraged that whenever I feel like I don't understand something, I'll just come out and be like, actually, I have a question. The last emoji was something that I incorporate in every message because I always appreciate when the team members get back to me fast, or if I enjoy working with them, and that's the blushing emoji with the hands like this, like that one. It's become a personal favorite in my rotation now. I just use it whenever.